It appeared for the first time at 3:03:03. No logo, no chat, no comments, just a black page and a white timer counting down from 10 hours. No title to search, no tags to click. An address that looked like a mistake and behaved like a mirror. If you found it, it had already found you. It was called a lot of things. The angel clock, the null stream, the experiment, but most people never saw it, and those who did learned not to look away. A coder in Rotterdam said he stumbled on it by accident. A mistyped string, a misplaced dot, a misfortune. He watched the timer for 10 minutes. At 3 seconds, a symbol flashed, a square broken by a diagonal line. Then the page went white. He posted screenshots to a small forum. 11 hours later, a transformer exploded over the moss. City block. Lights gone. The photo from the news, a square broken by a diagonal line. The tower's shadow split across the street. Coincidence. 2 weeks after, a student in Sao Paulo watched as the timer bled out. This time, the symbol was a circle with a notch, like a keyhole. That night, a water main ruptured beneath Avenida Paulista. 5 fountains of black water in a perfect ring. Coincidence again. The forum kept a spreadsheet. Time, symbol, outcome. You can make patterns from clouds if you're tired enough. But what do you call it when the clouds make patterns back? This stream wasn't a video. It was a page that repainted itself 60 times a second. Too fast for the eye to notice. Too slow for tools to catch. No view count. No IP logs. No source code. Just a canvas element with nothing on it. The more people watched, the stranger it behaved. At odd hours, the numbers lagged, then snapped forward, as if the stream had gulped air. Once, it jumped backwards, 3 seconds erased, 3 seconds relived. Witnesses described a sensation like stepping down a stair that isn't there, like time miscounting itself. A security researcher tried to capture the page with a screen recorder. His file weighed 0 bytes. He pointed a camera at his monitor instead. The footage showed nothing, only his reflection in the glass, blinking at a blank window. But the forum's spreadsheet grew. Tick, symbol, headline, power grids, water mains, fiber cuts, local, contained, embarrassing to officials, explicable by a press release. The timer never called wildfire or war. It trimmed corners, raised hair, shaved minutes. A nuisance that learned. Then, the 5th event, a notch in the circle again, this time doubled, mirrored. 12 hours later, a commuter train break for no reason outside Munich. Every phone on board died at once, then woke, with alarms set to 3:03. A pattern is a promise the future makes to the past. This one kept making them. She called herself Maris. Not her name, close enough to it. She didn't care about symbols. She cared about sound. You cannot record what isn't there, but you can listen for what touches what is. Maris attached contact mics to the aluminum frame of her monitor and started a spectral log. And for the first time in months, the page blinked. Every second, a comb of frequencies climbed and fell, inaudible to the ear, solid to the metal. When the timer stuttered, the comb stuttered. When the timer reversed, the comb reversed. Maris posted the plots to the forum. 3 hours later, her account was gone. The graphs reappeared on a different server in a different country. Maris reappeared in a private chat. It's not speech. It's bargaining. It's always bargaining. Bargaining with what? Attention. It needs attention. It eats it and gives something back. She ran the stream on a machine in a Faraday cage, isolated from radio, power line noise, everything but the copper that fed it. The comb still climbed and fell. She unplugged the copper and let the laptop sit on battery. The comb still climbed and fell. Maris stopped sleeping. She started counting. Between pulses, between breaths, between things falling and things being held up. It knows when I blink. At the next 0, the symbol didn't flash. Instead, the timer folded in half, like a book closing, and the page became an image of the room Maris sat in, seen from the ceiling. No camera was mounted there. She turned off the laptop. The image stayed, on the dead screen, powered by nothing, an afterimage of a place seen by an eye that wasn't present. She left the room and walked down the corridor to the only other door in the building. She opened it. It was the same room. Theories fed the forum, and the forum fed the stream. Theory 1, algorithmic prank. A botnet tuned to infrastructure's near failure, triggering them late to look prophetic. But the first events happened in places without smart infrastructure, without anything to hack. Pipes burst on schedule. Alarms went off in analog watches. Theory 2, Art Project. An installation to show how fast rumor spreads. Except no one claimed it. And when journalists tried to find the host did not exist. A numbered block with no landlord, no power bill, no owner at the registry. Theory 3, Cult. Non-events dawned as miracles, believers curating coincidence. But belief doesn't make steel vibrate or screens show rooms they don't own. Theory 4, Defense Program. A live exercise in attention capture and perception management, a way to map how panic propagates. A leak without leakers, a whisper without a mouth. Maris proposed a simpler hypothesis. The page was a metronome for something that needed rhythm to work, like a pacer for a heart that wasn't a heart. She wondered what would happen if no one watched. So she persuaded the forum to stop. For one cycle, 10 hours, no one would look. No tabs left open, no screens pointed. A human strike against a thing that asked to be seen. 9 hours, 50 minutes. 9 hours, 55. 9 hours, 59. The page still drew itself in the dark to no one. And something happened anyway. The timer did not need eyes. It needed the world. And the world was always watching, even when we weren't. The page reached 0 one last time. The symbol did not flash. The screen did not go white. The digits froze and then became letters. Hello, Maris. And then they became her name written backwards, Siramala. Then they became a circle inside a square, the diagonal line reborn. Finally, the characters spelled numbers that were not time, coordinates. An address that could never have been the building she was in, because when she stepped outside at 303, the street was wrong. The forum says Maris left the city that night. A photo shows the back of someone who might be her, boarding a bus with no destination placard, just a single glowing letter O. The O becomes a circle with a notch. The page still exists, if you believe the people who pretend not to. But it's no longer a timer. It's a mirror of your room, your hands, your eyes when they finally understand that attention is a kind of electricity. This is truth in the shadows, where we look into the dark, and the dark looks back on schedule.